late over here, but I've had an idea and I am gonna make my first graffiti art. I am making a graffiti out of the President of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky. In this video, I'm gonna show you the whole process behind my first graffiti, from the idea and concept to my first sketches, prepping and creating my stencils, and then finally all the fun that is actually making the graffiti. When I think of the President of Ukraine, I don't really have an iconic image coming to mind that really accompanies his iconic and world-changing personality.
President тут. Slava Ukraini.
I mean, when I think about Trump, I've got a million amazing images and cartoons that I immediately link to him. When I think of Putin even, there is quite a lot of art that depicts him in this very iconic way. When I say iconic, I mean it really sticks with you. Political icons are not anything new. It's quite ancient actually. Emperors or kings or whatever, they would imprint their face on coins. And coins at the time were the things that circulated the most, that passed from one person to the other, that everyone had access to. Before the internet, that was money. It can be like a stamp. When you think of someone, you immediately have that picture of their looks. But yeah, I don't really have one for Zelensky, and this video is gonna change exactly that. We're gonna make a Zelensky icon. Because I don't really have a specific image that I want to replicate, I'm just gonna start by sketching a variety of photos that I'm randomly finding online. Really got too late to be awake, so I changed into my pajamas. My plan right now is to keep drawing Zelensky faces until I feel confident enough to pick one for the stencil I'm gonna use. Morning, it's another day and my sketch is complete. I feel pretty good about it. I think I'm basically ready to go and print it in a pretty large format. I'm thinking an A2 would be good. I can't wait to have the final drawing in its right size and start making my stencils.
Walk into the place, a spot you from a ways. My heart, it started racing.
Yeah, at this time I'm just running towards the print shop. Actually, this is La Sagrada Familia. It's right on my way. This is incredible. Oh no, so actually the printer's shop is closed, but great, I've just found another printer that is actually open, so this is what we're gonna do. Here we go. We're able to print it. I'm quite excited. Actually, creating the stencils is a lot more complicated than I thought. One thing is to just draw on the stencil sheet. Another completely different issue is actually cutting through it. That's really difficult because I can't get a lot of control over this tool that I'm using to cut the stencil. It's a really tricky process. I've done a few mistakes already and there's basically no going back. So yeah, I'm just surprised at how difficult it is to get a precise cut. Can you see it? I'm a little bit scared actually. I'm scared to try it out and really see how the paint kind of works. I thought it was going worse as I was applying the paint, but it actually remotely looks like him.
if you could read my mind.
Fuck with your feelings, show me you want it. You've been a fan now, ain't no more talking. Need you to back it up. Back it up. Oh, you been feeling.
So this is basically the final result of the stencil. It's quite small and it will be difficult to fill a whole 3-meter tall wall with the size of a stencil. So what I thought was I just want to replicate the stencil several times on that wall. The inspiration that I immediately got for that was Warhol's, that whole series that he's done with the different color prints of Marilyn, of Che Guevara. That's kind of what I'm going for. And I really want to use that combination of very bright colors so that the drawing actually pops. I feel like this is a perfect idea because it enables me to make these murals just as large as I can. Currently, I'm not sure how large the wall will be. Having that ability to kind of replicate it as many times as I want is amazing.
Ain't no time to play with you, had your time to get.
So it's time for me to go shop for the spray cans. I can't believe I'm doing this. It's the first time that I'm shopping for this particular art supply. Super excited to get spray cans for the first time in my life. And oh my god, so much spray paint. Basically picking every single color. I love them all so much and they look so bright. I think as many as I can get is what I'm going for. They're actually really heavy, so wish me luck walking home with this.
Circling the runways, I'm about to take off.
The day has finally come, it's sunny, it feels great, and I'm just walking with all of my material. It's quite heavy actually. The walls I'm gonna paint are just by the beach. It's a really nice day, great weather, and amazing location. I'm really happy to be doing it here. So this is my wall. I've started by preparing my space. Getting the wall ready was actually more difficult than I thought. There's a lot of work involved in actually covering all of the previous graffiti art with this white spray can. If I do it again, I'd rather paint with an actual paint roller over whatever is on the wall, so I can prep the wall first. But I was actually advised by art stores to just go straight with the spray paint. I guess when you go to traditional art stores, probably people are not that used to giving advice on how to, create street art the proper way. Step 1 was painting the whole wall white. As a second step, I painted the background, and there I wanted to really get a lot of different colors so they would kind of resemble the Warhol art pieces where each square really has a super bright color, and then on top of that we have different stencils kind of juxtaposing each other to really give you a strong focus on Zelensky. I also decided to get this message on the wall as well, Slava Ukraini, which is just a phrase that, as you probably know, has become a very popular way of supporting Ukraine and the Ukrainian fighters against what is a military invasion of their own country.
Ma, ya estoy, ¿por qué?
It's finished.